We're going to check in right now with Lauren Lovett. She is live at the East Tennessee History Center and downtown Knoxville as well. This is one of the many tributes to Dolly across East Tennessee. Lauren, describe what's behind you.
Yeah, John, right now we are in front of the Dolly Parton mural here in downtown Knoxville at Market Square. And already we've been able to see so many people come out here and just pay their respects and share their love to Dolly. You can see that they've been leaving flowers here, and I'm sure that this is going to continue to grow over the hours. But just since we've been here, we've seen so many people coming over and just really taking the time to not only talk about how much they loved her and loved her music, but of course all of the hard work that she's done as well. And Dolly really is and was the embodiment of East Tennessee. Everybody has said that, and even more than that, also the entire state. And she's been able to do so much for our region and the state as well, as you guys were talking about with Helene, with the Children's Hospital, and so many other things, the Imagination Library as well. And though she is gone, her legacy will continue to live on. And I was over at the East Tennessee Historical Society. I talked with their CEO, Dr. Warren Doctor, and he was just talking about how her legacy will live on, and he thinks that people will talk about her forever into the future. People who will be introduced to her by her music and then will take the time to learn more about her and all of the good work that she's been able to do. And he just really wants to make sure that people know that they should be grateful that we were able to spend so much time with her as we were able to, with her being here, with us being able to be introduced to her music, be introduced to all of the amazing things that she's been able to do, and really being that amazing representative for East Tennessee and for the state and our country as a whole. Really, just we're going to continue to see people come here and pay their respects and their love to Dolly, and we're going to continue to stay out here tonight and bring you more as we learn it. But I'll go ahead and send things back to you in studio.
Lauren Lovett downtown for us in Knoxville. Again, a mural behind her of Dolly Parton. And Beth, we would be remiss if we didn't mention a guy I always introduce as Dolly's personal photographer, yes, and that is our own Jerry Owens.
We call him Jer Bear.
Jer Bear, GTO, and his significance, he's in almost every interview that Dolly does.
Well, he lights every interview Dolly does. She's very particular with her brand, with her look, with her songs, with what she says. Everything, you know, has perfection around it. And Jerry is brilliant with lighting, and Jerry is one of the only people that Dolly trusts to light the interviews. And I would love to know how many interviews he's conducted with Dolly over the years, probably the last 25, 30 years. He has been involved with that.
It says a lot about her loyalty, though, that she finds somebody and says, you're with me.
And she would also acknowledge Jerry and everyone on the production team, everyone in the room, which I loved about her. She took the time to look at you and speak to you, make eye contact with you, and ask you how you're doing, how your day was going. So she would, that warmth extended beyond just the person sitting across from her in the chair.
We're going to check in now with Sam Perez, who's our Nashville reporter. Again, we've taken you to Sevierville, downtown Knoxville. Sam is at another tribute in Music City to Dolly. Sam?
Yeah, John, I am standing in front of the Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum, and right outside are stars dedicated to music icons. And of course, Dolly was inducted into the Visit Music City Walk of Fame. You can see this memorial growing behind me. I'll step out of the way. People have been stopping by for the past few hours, putting down flowers, saying tribute. Now, again, when Dolly was inducted into the Music City Walk of Fame in 2009, she spoke about what Nashville meant to her, saying, "It strikes me in a pure place in my heart and in my soul to know that I am part of this wonderful city." Now, Visit Music City, which maintains this Walk of Fame, did post to Facebook talking about Dolly and her legacy here on Nashville. The statement says her songs became part of the American songbook, but her impact reached far beyond music. She helped shape Music City that we know today, and through a lifetime of generosity and kindness, her impact on Nashville is immeasurable. She has made such an impact here, and I've been talking to people who have come out to pay tribute to her, and I mean, it's been a wide range of emotions. I've seen people young and old, from here in Nashville to other parts of the United States, even across to the United Kingdom, coming here to pay tribute to Dolly. Again, standing in front of the Country Music Hall of Fame, where you can see the flags at half-mast behind behind me. I will continue checking in on this memorial, bringing you more details and more about how people are being impacted by Dolly. John?
Sam Perez live for us in Nashville. Thanks so much, Sam. We'll get back to you. And Beth, we're talking about the Country Music Hall of Fame, which was behind Sam. Songwriting, an extraordinary talent. Dolly got her start on TV in our studio.
Yes.
And I'm not sure if people know that she either wrote Jolene and I Will Always Love You on the same day or
did.
within days of each other.
I believe she wrote them on the same day. Two chart toppers in the same day. Just speaks to her talent. But she would tell you she was a songwriter. She was so proud to be a songwriter. And she worked so closely. Her Uncle Bill was kind of her guardian through the business industry, and she was incredibly savvy thanks to Uncle Bill. You know, he helped her make decisions. But I remember talking to her about that at one point. You know, she's approached by so many people, and everybody wants to partner with Dolly, especially early on, being young, talented. And she said she always has said the prayer, God, put good people in my life and take the bad people out of my life. And she's always just trusted him to guide her as she's deciding projects. But of course, the fun story she loved to tell, when Elvis Presley called and asked if he could record I Will Always Love You, there was one catch. He wanted to buy the rights to her song. And she said, well, I'm sorry, Mr. Elvis, I would love for you to sing it, but you can't buy my song. It's my song. And then she would laugh and say, you know, all these years later, I had enough money to buy 5 or 6 Gracelands. So it all worked out. But she just was so wise, and she guarded her song music, her songs, all of that. That was, you know, her work, her life's work, and that just speaks to it. Coming back to recent years, Heart Song, seeing that original manuscript on the walls, she wanted that. You know, she was very protective.
And that's what allowed her to do so much of the generous work that she has done, and we're going to explore that again in our special coverage of Dolly Parton's passing. One of the things that was near and dear to her heart